have to have a minimum dollar value associated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it has to be worth it. And if you're just gonna do, just gonna charge $400 to put, it's not worth it to have to deal with with all the.
And I'll name drop. I'll call her like one of the oracles of the staging industry, like Michelle Minch. She's like, look, I'm not wheeling a truck out of my warehouse for less than X.
Yeah.
And that's how you have. I mean, this separates true business owners from hobbyists.
Yes.
We know what our overheads are. We know the cost we have to carry. And I'm not here as a non-for-profit agency. I'm here as a profit-making company. And every time I say, oh, well, I'll do it for less. I'll do it for less. I'm devaluing the brand I created.
And I mean, this is our livelihood. So if you don't present yourself as a business owner, as a person, I mean, nobody's going to take you seriously, because then they'll be like, oh, they'll drop their prices. And we, as a rule, like Mitch and I talked about that, we don't offer discounts on our staging packages.
Yes.
So we will negotiate maybe renewals, but we won't offer discounts on our staging packages. We won't offer like, oh yeah, if you pay for this, you get two extra rooms for free. We don't do that kind of marketing, because we talked about it and we feel like it just kind of devalues our services.
I agree. And every time you discount your services, everybody, you're taking profit out of your pocket. And you're putting it in somebody else's. Because think about it this way. Why are you giving away your own profit so a homeowner can make thousands upon thousands of dollars? Why y'all that nice? I'm not that nice.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody would be that nice. Don't throw your money out the window.
Every time we have in the past, just in the beginning, when we decide, oh yeah, let's do this, because we've ended up regretting it, or we've ended up like working so much over what the scope of the actual work was, that we just feel like it's not worth it.
And that ended quickly. That's like a lesson you learn early on in your business, like what you will and will not do.
Are you comfortable? Sorry to interrupt. Are you comfortable with sharing your minimum for a vacant, that what you won't leave the house for?
2,200.
2,200.
Or like a standard, like small, like, entry level.
That's a local bungalow. And that means, just a small bedroom. So it's not, built-in bookcases that need loads of accessories. That is our minimum. And then when I was also saying, like, if someone says, oh, well, I just need you to add a few accessories here and there, I tell them my base is 2,200. So my truck wheels out of the warehouse at 2,200. So whether you want 1 room or 10 rooms, rooms, but
so for everybody that's listening, keep in mind that's a lot of this is geography based too. So absolutely. I would ask this question to somebody else, and depending on their market, they could have a $10,000 minimum.
And
so it all depends on your overhead and everything.
Like, if we go to Houston, just being 45 minutes outside of Houston, a minimum in Houston might be closer to 5,000, right?
There you go.
But for like our average staging job is around $3,500 for us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Erica Martinez says one of her competitors only charges $99 for a renewal. Hers are like $550. $99. This is what I don't get, y'all. Why don't you like money? I'm in love with the money. It makes the world go round. Why would somebody not want their business to be super profitable? I guess that's the mindset issue that I know if I can talk to a stager to do that, I can coach them right out of that mindset. But just from the get-go, it's like, are you not believing in yourself? Do you think that other people, let me ask you, what do you think the mindset issue is? Do you think it's a lack of confidence that people come from?
I think so. I think people have a poverty mindset.
Well,
they like see
scarcity.
The scarcity mark. Yeah.
Right.
So it's just.
Well, and I think there's also what you see is, unfortunately, like you were saying, like there are staging companies that pop up and say, oh, well, all they're doing is just putting some furniture in there. And I have a decorator's eye. Everyone said I should be on HGTV. I'm going to do my own company. And, they do it and they undercut their competitors, but they can't hold up. They can't keep that going.
No,
it's like, let's say you want to grow now because you're getting all that business. Now you need to buy more inventory. Now, where are you going to store it? Now, do you have a truck? You've been renting a U-Haul. Now you're going to bring a truck onto your fleet. Now you got to have staff, and that staff doesn't want to work for you for minimum wage, or you're going to have turnover left and right.
Yeah.
So you can't keep offering a stage, and especially like a renewal. There's no way I could ever offer a renewal for $99. And here's why. Like, you couldn't even go to, what is that, like Rent-A-Center or something? You couldn't even rent a house full of furniture from Court or Rent-A-Center for anywhere near that price. So why would you allow that to happen? And you're taking inventory out of availability that you could stage in another home.
Yeah. But yeah, we did, our pricing, like I mentioned before, it's changed quite a bit since we started. When we first started, our baseline was quite a bit less than that, but we quickly realized that that wasn't enough. And even with our company, we are not a volume-based company. So we have to make a profit of every single job in order for us to continue on. I mean, this is our livelihood.
Yeah.
So if we don't price correctly, then that's it. We're not making a profit because we have to pay for our ongoing expenses. And then, we have insurance, we have our warehouse, we have our movers, we have a lot of moving things that we have to pay. So we looked at our numbers and we came up, we don't do like a goal for number of jobs. We have a goal of how much money we need to bring every month in order to, get our business, continue with our business. So that's what we looked at. So we may be able to, we don't do, our goal is not to do 10 stagings a month or however much, it's just to meet a minimum amount. So we price our jobs accordingly to meet our monthly goals. And it's worked great for us since we started doing that.
Yeah. And I will say, like, so our staging background, our goal was not to be a high volume stager. And there are stagers that can like just whiz circles around us when it comes to, we staged 45 homes last month. We would never do that. And so I prefaced that with, it was my goal to have beautifully staged homes that look more curated, and I can charge more. Although, like the pricing, when we say start out pricing, it's never the same for any region. Like the photo of Jason Saft. So he's in New York City, and he probably has so much more overhead. He probably has to pay for permits to go into those high rises. He's got to have a truck, and he's got to have a service elevator. So just as Shell was saying, like, it's very regionally driven. There are a lot of overhead costs that some people may incur that we don't, and we may incur other overheads that other stagers don't have to worry about. So you really have to price it to what the market, it's just much like a house. It's what the market will bear. And especially until you've created a name and your brand for yourself. So we have increased our costs to our clients, and they're aware of it, and they're okay with it because they know that we have that integrity, and that they know that at the end of the day, when we walk away from that house, it is going to garner them quality offers over it sitting empty.
So yeah, you just have to look at your numbers and see what you like. For us, we're a boutique home, and we don't have a big staff. We don't have to worry about paying, payroll for a dozen people. But we have to pay ourselves. So
yeah, for sure. So speak of the angel, guess who's on right now? Jason Saft. Hello, Jason. We're talking about you. His ears were burning. And he said, you don't even want to know about the overhead that he's looking at. So this is another good segue is about, how did you guys know to expand? Why you don't have, like you said, a payroll of, over 10 people. At what point were you recognizing that you needed to hire out? How did you go about it? And here's the other thing to think about. If you're so underpricing yourself, then you've not put anything in the piggy bank in order to be able to hire people. So that's another reason why not to shortchange yourself up front, because it makes expanding a lot harder. But how did you all know when to do it and how to do it?
We need to. First of all, again,
I mean, we do it. We essentially consecutively do it every year. We have price increase.
Yeah, but
and then, so I will say, like, a biggie with us was.